Another shocking wealth grab by the rich in just 1 year. Just 13 Americans made more in their investments in 2013 than the entire food stamp budget, which is substantial. It's an $80 billion budget. We're providing food stamps to 50 million people. You say, wow, that's a lot of food stamps. That's a lot of people. Well, actually, I mean, it's like, a buck and $1 a meal, more or less. It's a little more than that, just slightly more. And 13 Americans made more from their investments than the entire SNAP program. And the Republicans say, hey, we can't afford the SNAP program. Right. There are 12,000 people in the United States who are estimated to have made at least $40 million each in the past year. That's the 0.0001%. And the richest 400 individuals own 3/5 of America. The bottom 20% of households in the year 2013, the bottom 20% of households in America made nothing. The next 20%, the 61 to 80% percentile, the next 20%, made about $333 apiece for the year. The middle fifth of Americans, the 41 to 60% of Americans, which is 24 million households, made about $4,000 each for the year. The next to the top fifth, the 21 through 40%, made about $13,000 each for the year. The top 20% made about $39,000 each for the year. This is from last year. The top 6 to 10% made about $100,000 each for the year. The top 2 to 5% made about $300,000 for each for the year. The top 1% made about $830,000 each for the year, but that's nothing. The top 1/10 of 1%, 120,000 families, each made, and this is for every member in the family, made about $3,600,000 last year each. 120,000 families. The 1/100th of 1%, the 12,000 families, made $40 million each. And the richest 400 individuals made an average of $750 million each. $750 million. Basically, we've reached a point where the only way that you can really get rich in America is to already be really rich. I mean, there's the occasional breakout from that we all celebrate. The guy who invents something in his dorm room and becomes a billionaire, the Mark Zuckerbergs of the world. But they're the exception that proves the rule. That capitalism is failing us here in the United States, at least the way that we're practicing it. And that it would be so much better for us as a nation, including for the very rich, frankly, if we did not have a nation that had horrible pockets of poverty in it, throughout it. If we did, if 50 million people in our country didn't make so little that they qualified for food stamps. We should be saying, hey, wait a minute, we're the richest country in the world. I mean, you got the stock market grew by $4.7 trillion in 2013. The richest 1% owns 38% of all stocks. They're making their money. I mean, they say, oh, look at this. The stock market is growing. Isn't that great? The economy is strong. No, it means the rich are growing in their strength and in their finances, in their wealth. But working people, poor people, middle-class people, middle-income people, they're not seeing, since Ronald Reagan came into office, they have not seen their wealth increase, other than the rare exception.
This is the Thom Hartmann Program.
And there's something fundamentally wrong with that. And we're not having a conversation about that in the United States. There's no conversation about rolling back the rate and tax cuts, for example.